Welcome to the first week of NRL finals. That's right, we are trying to win our first premiership in Rugby League 26 and we've made it to the semi-finals. We're sitting in first on the ladder and we're taking on third place in finals week 1. Now, in the last episode, it said that I was taking on the Panthers in the first week of finals. For some reason, it didn't save the progress correctly, and now I'm playing the Storm. I don't know why that's happened, but it's kind of freaky that in real life the Bulldogs will take on the Storm, and now in the game we're taking on the Storm. So we've got the Storm in week 1 of the finals, but before we jump in and play this finals game and try and make it to the prelims, we're going to go and spend the $2 million we have to increase our staff and increase our facilities and make this club better. Let's jump in. What should we do? Should we upgrade some facilities? No, that costs $5 million. Or we could upgrade medical facilities, which will decrease recovery time of players. That's almost worth doing. Turf is $2 million, which prevents injuries at training, and player rooms attracts opposition players. So we'll exit from that. I just want to see support staff. All that will just leave. I feel like we got nearly 32,000 members and good fan satisfaction. I don't know if we need to change any of that. We can improve the head coach and the coaching. I feel like the coaching's doing all right. Recruitment, I'll tell you what, we actually haven't signed anyone for next season. We probably should have done that during the season. Now that I think about it, I never really checked who's off contract and stuff, and I've only just realized that. That's kind of annoying. We got fitness and stuff, that's where I'm like, should we increase our medical staff? Assist with player recovery from injury, reducing the time they take to recover. I think we're going to upgrade that. That's currently 3 stars, and I want to make it 4. Can I not upgrade it? What do I press to upgrade it? I'm pressing X and it's not upgrading. What do I do to upgrade it? What? What the hell? Can I not upgrade it? Maybe you can only upgrade it at the end of the season. What about the coaching? The other one. Can I upgrade the... Oh yeah, it says accept. So do we just do that then? Yeah, alright, whatever. We'll upgrade the medical facilities. We probably should sign some people. What do we need? I don't know if we really need anything. We probably should go on and sign a good fullback. What's your contract offers? Who's Bulldog players off contract? How do I view that? Club. It should be in recruitment, right? My players. Available players? One toy expiring next. I think next season's fine though, right? So I think we're chilling. Oh, we can extend these guys, but they're all off contract next season, right? We probably should extend Sherry. Can we get him for 450? Yes, we can. Reed, I guess we'll keep around. I think I'll do this all another time. Maybe at the end of the season we'll go over all that. But yeah, I'm kind of annoyed that I really should have gone and tried to sign a good player. That's probably one thing we dropped the ball on in this series is we never actually went and signed players. Now that I think about it, and yeah, I'm kind of worried that we've missed out on making the team better. But I feel in Rugby League Live 4 it would tell you hey, go sign some players. But yeah, I don't know. It just is what it is really. I think we jump into this finals game. There is also the training plan, which we discovered last episode. And it kind of shocked me. You can fully just change all this, which is just crazy to me. But yeah, that's once again, that's so in depth. And I think the day before playing a final is probably not the time to change all that. So I think we will just leave that. And then if we go into next season, even if we win the premiership and we do another season, maybe we'll definitely focus on changing around the training and actually signing players through the season. But regardless of all that, we're here to play the finals game. You guys are here to watch the finals game. So let's do it. NRL finals week. Oh, we need to do the team. Oh, Burton suspended. Why did I have to be reminded of that? So does Sexton play? Reed's back. No way Reed Marnie's back. No way. He has come back at the perfect time. Toby Sexton is actually going to end up playing. After all the drama through the season of who is it, Toby or Galvin or Toby. Toby Sexton is our halfback week 1, and Reed Marnie returns, starts at hooker, which means Bailey comes off the bench. Oh, thank goodness. And I think we'll just run 3 forwards as well. Or actually, maybe we run like a utility. I don't know. I think we'll run 3 forwards. Because we have Bailey there. Where's like Salmon? Injured. So, yeah, okay. Well, is there anyone like better than Jack Todd? Jack Todd's alright, but there just really isn't, is there? Alright, so this is our team for the final then. That's confirmed. Just keep in mind, we are not going into this final full strength. Have a go at some of the players we're missing. We're missing our fullback. We're missing our 5'8". We're missing our second rower. We're missing our lock, and we're missing our front rower. We're missing so many players. But let's get into it. Oh, the Dally M's have been awarded. How did none of my team... How did Kyle Flanagan win the Dally M? What? Shout out to Matt Burton, 5'8" of the year, the only Bulldogs player to win anything. Bro, Ethan Strange is halfback of the year, but somehow Kyle Flanagan has won the Dally M medal. No way. And like looking at some of these overalls, Dylan Edwards went from an 89 to a 97 overall. Nick Meaney's a 91 overall. Jermaine Asarko's a 91 overall. Moses Leota's a 90. Harry Grant's a 99, and Matt Burton hasn't gone up at all. How does that make any sense? Oh man, this game confuses me. How does Matt Burton not go up? It's the form, right? Is it the form? Like if these, I haven't been paying attention to this stuff, and now is not the time to discover these things. Oh boy, we got a finals game to play. Let's get into this game, my goodness. Bulldogs versus Storm. The winner of this game goes to the prelim and will be 1 win away from the grand final. However, if we lose this game, it means if we're to make the grand final, Matt Burton will return because he is suspended for 3 games. So part of me doesn't mind losing this game. Part of me thinks, hey, maybe we should lose this game on purpose just to have Burton in the grand final. We've got a new intro for the game. It's a finals game, so it's giving us a new intro, which I'm all for. Look at Critter. That's sick. He's got like his arms crossed in the sheds. Bronson's making sure his tape is okay. Oh boy, this is a home final against the Storm. There is way too many Storm fans here for this to be realistic if it's at, Accor Stadium. But it is what it is. It should be way more Bulldog fans. But this is it. Finals week 1. We're missing so many players, but we're going to try and win this game and get to a prelim. I'm not going to intentionally lose the game. I know there was whispers around, maybe Winston will intentionally lose the game to get Burton back. That is not the case. I want to win the game and get into the prelims. However, if we lose, I won't hate it because I would like Burton in the grand final. But the last thing we need is to be playing elimination after elimination after elimination. I think we just win this game, get into the prelim, and be 1 win away from a grand final and 2 wins away from winning our first premiership on this game, which is what this whole series is about. That's third tackle already. I'm yapping way too much. We just want to get the ball down the other end of the field, please. That's going to be 4th. We are going to kick early. We're going to swing it to Lockie Galvin for the early kick because it'll be easy to kick away from Pappenhausen. He boots it downfield. Sherry's going to do a big kick chase, hopefully, and we're going to cook. He's stepped to me. Blake Taft makes the tackle, and we're going to try and defend our way to glory. You will remember as well, we just beat the Storm the other week in a golden point game in Melbourne where Matt Burton kicked the match-winning field goal. So we know we can beat the Storm. Obviously, without Burton, probably does make it a little bit harder. But that was a big comeback victory as well. I think if we start quicker, we should be able to beat them. I think the lessons we've learnt through the season is, first of all, outside of that horrible Manly game, and I guess you could argue I think it was the Roosters. Outside of those games, I think, sticking to the game plan is the goal and is what works for us for the most part. So I think we are going to try and just stick to the game plan of completing our sets, kicking the ball down the other end and waiting for an error. And yeah, I think if we can defend well early, we give ourselves a really big chance of being in the game later on. And I think when we're in the games, late into the game, we do tend to win them more than we lose them, like that game in Melbourne where we won in golden points. So that is the plan. It is now third tackle. We're up over halfway. We're 12 minutes into the game, and we are winning the field position battle if we're being realistic. I might throw it around a little bit. The players were too deep to pass there. That's fourth. We'll do a big swing to Critter here, actually, and then we'll look to get a bomb away to complete the set if Critter can't do anything. Here we go. Swing it out. Give it to Sexton, to Critter. Nah, good defense there from the Storm. Our players were a bit, I don't know, they keep like dropping back a little bit too far. We will give it to Sexton, and he's going to sex bomb away. It's not a Birdo bomb, it's a sex bomb. He puts it up. Preston's going to chase. If Preston makes that tackle, it's another good set. He misses. Sexton makes the tackle. But I feel like that's a pretty good set. If we can keep defending, we need to work hard out a marker, which we didn't do there with Sexton. Obviously, offside at marker didn't help. That second of the Storm are up to the 40, so they're starting to battle back a bit. What can we do? That's our ball. That's a huge play. That is a massive play. We get the ball. Zero tackle as well. They ruled it a knock on. Reed back into the side after. He's literally, I'm pretty sure Reed has played 2 games this entire season. Check the tapes. Obviously, if you've watched the whole series, you'll be able to tell me if you remember. Or you can go back and find out yourself. I'm pretty sure this is Reed Marnie's 3rd or 4th game this whole season. And it's a final. So hopefully he's fresh and ready to go. This is third tackle. We're not doing much. We'll try and swing it to Critter again. Hopefully the plays don't go as deep as they've been going. See, they're all just flat. Here we go. That's a ball. No, it's not. No offload there. That's 4th. Probably maybe need to get a bit more go forward. We're just going to go forward and we'll just try and get a good kick away and complete this set. We're already 20 minutes into this game. It's flying. Galvin, it looks like he's going to be the one to kick. We'll kick to this corner. And once again, if we can just get a good chase, make the tackle, and we're just going to keep pinning the Storm down here, keep building pressure, and hope that they're not absorbing the pressure and turning it into points like Manly did to us. Obviously, like that last set was off an error, so ideally we would have scored in that set if, the game plan worked as good as we want the game plan to work. That wasn't the case, but it's okay. We are defending pretty well here. You'll see I'm putting my subs on now as well. I feel like Kurt Mann, obviously very tired, so we're going to put Bailey on at lock. Probably will look to use Bailey more as a hooker. And I don't know, maybe have like Jack Todd play lock or whoever comes in the next few games if anyone's healthy. They play lock and Bailey does just play hooker. But Reed's doing well. Kurtman was tired, so we're going to put Bailey on at lock. That was lucky. That was nearly a 40-20. Blake Taft did well there. Blake Taft nearly went through. We got 13 minutes till halftime. This game is going very quick. It's on 7-minute halves and legendary difficulty if you've just joined us and you haven't watched the series. We do play on legendary difficulty. 12 minutes until halftime. Can we find some points before the break? Obviously, the fresh subs just checking into the game now, so maybe that'll give us a little bit of a boost. And you can see I am swinging the ball around a little bit, which could result in an error, and it could be very regrettable. In fact, you know what? We're going to try and kick a 40-20 here. We are going to try and kick a 40-20. Galvin's going to be the man. Has he got it? It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Bang! Galvin nails the 40-20. That's the big first moment of this clash. Can we turn it into points? Lockie Galvin steps up and delivers. We've got an entire set here right on the Storm line, 9 minutes before halftime. If we can't score here, it is very worrying signs. I think Critter's going to go in. There we go. The first points of the semi-final. We take the lead, and that is just a great example of sticking to that game plan and it paying off. We kicked early. We completed our sets. I don't know why Toby Sexton's goal kicking. I feel like Critter should probably be goal kicking. But as I was saying, we completed our sets. We kicked early, tried to force that bit of pressure on Melbourne, and we delivered. Galvin nails that moment, nails that 40-20, and we get the 6-0 lead. I think that's the key. I think it's the games we've lost this season. I think a lot of them, you can really pin them down to bad moments. I remember that Manly loss. There was a couple moments where we made the right decision and we, tried to do the right thing, but it was literally just a case of not being good enough to pull that moment off. But obviously, Galvin nails that 40-20 and pulls it off, and we score off the back of it. So if we can take a 6-0 lead into the Sheds at halftime, I think that'll put us in a really good position to win this game. If you've watched this whole season, you know that for the most part, we've been a defensive team. We're actually the best defensive team this season. In the back end, we have had some games where we've conceded a lot of points, which was disappointing. But the point I'm making is I think we are capable of defending a 6-0 lead if we need to in the second half, especially if we're just completing our sets and getting to our kicks. So if we can go into halftime 6-0, I'll take it. And with 4 minutes to go before halftime, it looks like that's just what we're going to do. We'll take a hit up here with Bailey, and then we'll get to our kick. And we'll be a couple tackles away from halftime. It's going to be Galvin to kick. He's going to put one, just yeet that as far as you can, son. Reed's feeling a bit slow. Oh, he nearly caught that in goals. That was actually a really, really good kick. Galvin has... that honestly, I'd almost make that a second big moment in this game. He really got that kick right. Put it just before the try line area. It could have been a 7-tackle set. I guess it wouldn't have mattered too much because it is about to be halftime. But it's still a great moment. We'll hold in the tackle here. And we're 1 tackle away from a 6-0 halftime lead. Well done. That's a great first half. That feels clinical. It feels like we're on top by more than 6, but obviously it is only 6-0. But I do feel like we're dominating, especially field position. Storm haven't got out of their own end, so we're going to kick off here, and hopefully we can keep them down their own end. I am going to make Critter goal kicker. I don't like that Sexton's goal kicker. I don't know. I feel like Critter's better. Oh, I might have butchered that kickoff. No, it's going to stay in the field of play. And once again, we're going to try and trap the Storm down this end. There was no forward pass glitch there. Imagine if we had gotten a forward pass glitch. That would have almost decided the game, which you probably don't want in terms of entertainment. But I'll take a win. However, I need to get a win if it means winning my first premiership in this game. Sexton makes a tackle. That's going to be third. We really are just cruising through this game plan, pinning him down this end. Harry Grant just bodied Bailey Hayward, but didn't go anywhere. This is fourth. They're going to kick, so we're actually going to drop our wingers and stop them from kicking. He's dropped the ball. That's another error. The pressure is building. The Storm are crumbling. If we can score a try in this set, I'd almost call game, to be honest, because Storm are going nowhere. Critter's going to go through. It's a bit of a half break. Reed Marnie is gas, so I'm going to put Kurt Mann on, and Bailey's going to move into hooker. Well done, Reed, in your first game back in the blue and white. We might get points here, actually. Inside, Taff, can he score? I went inside to hit Sherry through that hole, but he just didn't get the ball. What's Galvin got for us? Can Galvin do anything? He's going to hit Curran. Oh, my goodness. Curran scores! And we are seriously... We are in the prime position to get into a prelim final. We're actually playing so good. This is incredible. We're playing really, really good footy. Once again, I know I've yapped on about it all season. I've yapped on about it today. But just sticking to that game plan and executing and just, being patient, just completing those sets, it is turning into points. We've scored off a big moment from Galvin, and now we've scored off an error from the Storm. So 12-0. There is still 32 minutes left. That is plenty of time for the Storm to score a bunch of tries. We've conceded more than 2 tries in far less than 30 minutes before. So this game is not nearly over, but we are sitting in the prime position to win it. In fact, I'd go as far as saying that if we lose from here, it could end up being the worst loss of the season, just because you can't be choking leads like this. Curran, good run. I do need to switch Kurt Mann and Bailey Hayward to get Bailey into hooker. And Preston's a bit tight as well. So we might even put Jack Todd on at second row, I guess. Yeah, we'll put Todd on, and then we can do Curran and Todd. I'll do it when he subs on. I think it'll let me. We'll move Josh Curran into second row. We might even try and kick a 40-20. Can I do it at dummy half? Have a kick, Bailey. If he nails that, I might wet myself. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a 40-20! Let's go! Oh, Bailey Hayward, take a bow. He has nailed it from dummy half. That literally might be the moment of the season. If we score a try here, that is the moment of the season. Go, Satilli. I need to swap Curran and Jack Todd. We can't have Jack Todd at back row. Can we convert it into points? If we go up 18-0 after that 40-20, that is insane. Critter, is he going to do something? No, he's not, but it's only second. We've got a whole set here attacking this line. Bailey Hayward almost deserves to score a try. I want to crush over from dummy half and cheese the Storm. Here we go. Montoya. No, not quite. The Storm defense was good there. We're just going to keep swinging it side to side and hope we can get someone over. Swing it back. Bit of sideways running. Curran. Sexy. Critter. Is he going to get in? He is going to get in. And I think that we're off to the prelim finals. This might be the best performance we have put on all season. I can't believe how good we are playing. I didn't know I was capable of playing this good. I've saved it for the finals. There is 24 minutes left, but the party is getting started in Belmore. 18-0. I just want to show you guys, it is literally on legendary difficulty. I don't know what is happening. This is very, very good rugby league. 18-0. We have nailed 2 40-20s. We've scored off the back of both of them. And then the other try just came off that Storm error where we've just been building the pressure. I think it's safe to say that we are completely dominating. We're completely outclassing the Melbourne Storm. We're just doing so, so good. Let's keep it going. Galvin, he's going to go through a hole. He's tired. They're feeling slow. We got 22 minutes left. I really don't want anyone to get injured. Honestly, that's where my mind's at now. I feel like the game's over, and I'm just like, nobody get hurt. Carraz takes a run. Can't get the offload away. I think we almost just go for another 40-20. We'll swing it to Galvin and see where he's standing. I think he's in a spot to do it. Have a kick. At worst, that's just going to be really good meters. It's not going to quite get the 40-20. He nearly ran out. If we can make that tackle, which we don't. Oh my goodness, the Storm are going to score. Oh boy. All right, well, we've just conceded a try there. That obviously is not ideal, but I feel like 18-4. I feel like 18 points is enough to win this game. Pappenhausen cooked us there, though. Credit where it's due. This is giving me flashbacks. This is going to be a niche reference. If you watched my last series, when we won our last premiership in Rugby League Live 4, I was winning the grand final 18-0 and ended up winning, I think, 18-12. The Panthers made a huge comeback. So, give me that vibe. There is still 18 minutes. And as I said earlier in this episode, we've conceded more than 2 tries in less than 18 minutes previously this season. So, we actually aren't home yet. This game has sort of swung a little bit. But if we can come up with a good defensive set here, I'm sure we can get home and get that victory. We need a defender. We need to work out a marker. Forward! I was going to say, surely that was a forward pass. The ref has called it forward. And we've got a chance to really put the last nail in the coffin. We're going to go left. Taft's going to get the ball. If someone can hit that huge hole. In fact, Sherry, I tried to step inside. Didn't hit the hole, but we do have a hole set on this line. I'm tempted. I'm honestly going to do it. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to do it. You can sit here and tell me that's unethical, but when there's a giant hole there, Bailey's already cooking. I had to do it, and that is going to be the game. I don't think I'm going to concede 3 or 4 tries in 15 minutes when they don't even have the ball. I'm happy to call it. We're off to the prelims, baby. Critter kind of shanked that kick. We just got to play through these 15 minutes and hope nobody gets injured or suspended. We'll do a couple more subs, actually, just in case. Yeah, get Satilli off. He's on a break. We'll go... I don't even know who to put on. I guess Max King jump back on. Who else? Saluka Fafita. We'll put Hughes back on. Well done, lads. We'll roll through this last 15 minutes, but we are 100% just looking onto that preliminary final. Blake Taft takes a run. He's feeling slow. The boys have worked hard here. We've outclassed the Storm. We've outplayed the Storm. We've dominated the Storm. Galvin, the bloke's subbing on and getting in his way. What's doing? Second tackle, 13 minutes to go. We'll just complete this set, kick to a corner, and defend our way to victory. Critter takes the run. We are swinging it around a little bit. I feel like now that we've earned the right to, we can get away with it. Hayward scoots. We'll play it out wide, see if we can get any openings out here. All the players are standing way too deep. Sherry's going to go through, makes a half break. That's fourth. Do we kick early? Or do we just sort of play the clock a little bit? I feel like low-key we do kick early. Stick to the game plan. Stick to what's working. Don't kick that out on the full. Oh, that's a bad kick. It shouldn't be the end of the world. I still don't think they're going to score enough tries, but that is a bad kick from Toby Sexton. I miss Matt Burton. And speaking of Matt Burton, I guess the sad thing about this game is by winning this game, it does mean that Matt Burton's season is over. He has a 3-game suspension. This was game number 1. And, oh, hang on, they're about to score. Nah, no try. And with this being game number 1, obviously the prelim will be game number 2. And the grand final will be the 3rd game of his suspension. So Matt Burton's season is over, which is heartbreaking. As the Storm score what I hope is a meaningless try. There's 7 minutes left, so look, it's not impossible, but it's pretty unlikely they come back. He nearly missed the goal. My goodness, he shanked it. But yeah, it's kind of sad that Burton's out. But in saying that, Sexton, obviously earlier in the season, he signed with the Dolphins, so he's leaving. So it's nice that he'll get a bit of a farewell in a grand final, unless he gets injured or suspended. But let's grind through this last 6 minutes. There we go. The forward pass glitch has its say. We are going to be off to the prelim. There won't be a Storm comeback. The defense in the second half, pretty disappointing, but it is what it is. We'll see if we can get one more try. Surely, Sherry bombed that. We've got 5 minutes. Can we make it 30 points in a semi-final? It's kind of wild that like the whole season, Montoya, there it is. It is going to be at least 28. If he kicks it, it's going to be 30. It's kind of wild that the story of the season, so much of this season, was my inability to score points. We had games where we were just scoring like 12 points. We had, I think, 4 games in a row where we scored 6 or 7 points and won. Like, we have not been able to score points this whole season. And we've developed the side and we've made changes. We've gotten better at the game. And now we sit here in a semi-final having scored 30 points against the Melbourne Storm. So, great stuff from us there. Galvin takes the hit up. Josh Curran fends him off. Keep it alive. Give it to Critter. Spread it out wide. That was low-key forward, but we'll take it. We'll go right here. I'm pretty proud of this one. I'm going to be honest. This is probably my favourite win of this season so far. And it means we are going to be 2 wins away from our first premiership in this game. If we can play like we've played in this game, I think we'll be winning that premiership. But this season we have shown that we don't play like this every week. We've literally gotten flogged in the last couple of episodes. This will be the last play. Honestly, give it to Sexton and boot it into touch, lad. What a performance. Well done. We are off to the preliminary finals. That was such a perfect game. Not perfect. We conceded 2 tries, but we did win 30-12. Critter named man of the match. He scored a double. Look at that completion rate. 11 from 11. 74% of possession. No errors. 40 tackles. 16 line breaks. We obliterated them. And it does mean that we will advance to the prelim final, where we will take on the Redcliffe, or they're not meant to be called Redcliffe. We will take on the Dolphins. You can also see over on the ladder, in the last episode, we actually won the minor premiership, but as I said, something happened and it didn't completely save, and basically Thanos used the time stone and rewinded it, and apparently we didn't get the minor premiership. So we're going to be taking on the first place Dolphins in the prelim final to get into the grand final. I will check who is on the other side. It's going to be the Panthers. In fact, we probably should have had a look at the finals before that Storm game we just played. Sorry about that. I didn't plan that very well. But you can see here, we beat the Storm, and then the Storm flogged Manly, but then went on to lose to the Panthers. The Panthers run into the finals. They actually beat the Dolphins and went straight to the prelim, while the Dolphins obviously lost that game, beat the Raiders, and now we play them. So we are taking on the Dolphins to try and get a date with the Panthers in the grand final. We can think about the grand final all we like. We can think about that one, that first premiership in Rugby League 26 all we want. But the reality is, we're not in that grand final and we don't win that premiership until we beat the Dolphins. Come back next week, next Tuesday, we will play the Dolphins. We will play the prelim final, and we will be 1 episode away from finding out, can we win our first premiership in Rugby League 26. Thank you for watching to the end. I'm Winston Neville. Subscribe to the channel, and as always, up the Dogs.